But why, some say, the moon? Why choose this as our goal? And they may well ask, why climb the highest mountain? Why, 35 years ago, fly the Atlantic? We choose to go to the moon. We choose to go to the moon in this decade and do the other thing. Not because they are easy, but because they are hard. Because that goal will serve to organize and measure the best of our energies and skills. Because that challenge is one that we're willing to accept, one we are unwilling to postpone, and one we intend to win. We choose to go to the moon.
All right. Welcome to the 235th episode of the World Blockchain Roundtable. Our hosts for today are, what is this thing up here that's on the left side where it's everybody grouped together?
It's weird. It's like
StreamYard.
That's the new
That is
stream option, so that if somebody's watching on their phone upright,
yes.
so when you do the layout, when
Did you guys set it up that way? I didn't know.
I didn't set it up.
Okay.
You can remove it
probably
from
need-
your. Yeah,
But
I think you
if
can remove
look at
it
yourself in
from
that.
your screen.
So, like Joe, we get a really good shot of your right ear.
That's so funny.
But you
Okay,
might,
let's see here. I'm like group layout is that it? No.
no.
Fine.
It's when you're setting it up, the stream up. So
Really?
each platform may
But
be.
who set it up? It's not. Maybe it's whatever. Maybe it was an experiment.
Our
That
producer
magical
set it up.
dragon. Yes, the magical dragon.
It's-
producer.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's
No.
StreamYard's new multi-dimensional.
Ah,
screen
that's that
deal.
Mars thing that they said.
Yeah,
right?
that Mars. Yeah,
Going to
and it's
Mars.
automatic. It's automatic. You have to go in and actually reset it.
It's funny,
The
it didn't-
recommended is both.
On the Super Happy, it didn't do this to me today. So maybe it's no, I don't know why. Anyway, whatever. 235th episode. We have William here today, right? The Emperor of Den and all social media. We have Lisa Mighty Davis. Thanks a bunch for being here. We have Zach and Andrew from the Legacy Right podcast. And look, we have Satoshi Sean shows up right in time for the intro. So thanks everybody for being here. Greg, and I pinged Greg because I hadn't seen him, but he was packing. He can't be here today. His whole studio setup, including that lovely laptop, it's all being packed up. So hopefully he'll be available. I'll try to give him a call later today. So let's see here. First
hour we're going to talk about Greg.
This is a good point. Yeah, we should probably do that every time somebody does
Calling it audible.
I love it. All right. Well, the first topic is this here vote, pending vote, which is what should the themes be for the month of December. So I'm going to walk through these real quick, everybody. Systems that should use blockchain and not centralized databases. That's a great one. How does blank work? Technical questions of the panel. It should be a stump the panel, right?
I would win that one.
That'd be awesome. Okay.
It would have to be
something-
into a fuel injection.
It would have, yeah. It might be something where maybe you would have to, maybe either the majority of us can't answer, or I don't know, something like that.
So we're
I
a
like that.
team. That's a good idea. I like that.
Yeah. Ask any blockchain technology, software, code, and computer science. Okay, like that's just more open. Be a good Linux one. It'd be fun. Wrong answers only. The sequel.
Oh, I should have voted on that one.
Mm.
That would be so much
You can
fun.
you can still vote or change your vote at this point.
Yeah.
I think.
Yep. Deep dive. Now, Greg is working on a bunch of stuff there. So if we do that, we want to make sure he's on it because he has
I'm going to vote for that one.
interesting stuff
Good.
going. Can blockchain keep AI honest?
Yes.
Blockchain can only, I'll answer this right now. Blockchain can only keep AI honest as the founders of whatever AI companies there are. Now, if you're talking about independent AI, which I think is the future, yes, Zach was correct. Fixing the economy with blockchain. It's like only after a collapse. Blockchain time machine. What would you change? Wow. Yeah.
Good one.
What would you change? And one voter has voted for using blockchain to determine AI outputs are fact or fiction, which is, that's a really good one, right? I mean, I think prediction market would be the way, you know. And the problem is, it's if you're using AI, and it's not like it's a persistent thing when you get an answer, because it could give somebody else an entirely different answer because they want to hear it, right? AI is so ridiculous. Okay. All right. Anyway, so go and place your vote. I don't know. I still think, I don't know what you guys think. What should I vote on? I'm like, I kind of want,
I need to
I don't even know. There are too many. All these are really good. So
I like the one about computer science.
yeah, that could be really good. Anyway, I'll think about it. I just have to make sure I don't forget to vote. And then I've not refreshed this yet, but today's show is, oh wait, real quick. Last week's episode, Is Privacy Dead? Make sure you share it or watch it if you haven't watched it. It was pretty good. And I think it was really good, actually. Each host will receive 133 lot. Every topic contributor 166 lot. And the ownership tokens come with perpetual passive income, free edits, and governance of votes.
I just want to say that last week's episode, after that aired, I got doxxed. Not just kidding. It's Privacy Dead, and I got doxxed.
There is no privacy.
Yeah, that's funny. Okay. And
can I jump in one more thing?
Yeah.
By the way, my background today is Meme Asylum, because today is the first cycle day. So happy first cycle day for Meme Asylum. I believe it's the blockchain that is going to fix the meme investing world, and that's why I got involved. Because I think it could very well end the whole idea of meme coin dreams and that pump and then the
pump and dump. Yeah, definitely will change the whole landscape.
Yep.
On the privacy thing from last week, what do you call a moose that's obsessed with privacy?
A goose.
No, an Anani moose.
Oh, anonymous.
Yeah. What about a moose? What about a moose that everybody knows?
That's like a grade school level dad joke.
Bullying.
Right?
Dad jokes.
You know, one everybody knows. A moose everybody knows is they call a fey moose.
Fey moose. Jeez, how many moose jokes? There should be a lot of moose jokes now that you've opened the can here, right? Yeah. Wow. Let's see here, words ending in moose. This is great. Let's see here. Yeah, maybe I can't find any. Yeah, never mind. It's too easy.
Sean
it's too
just
hard
used
to
them all.
There's a chocolate moose joke. I forget it, but yeah.
Man. All right. Well, good moose jokes if you're in like Alaska or something, right? That's
Let's
probably where
moose
they all
on.
originate.
Let's
Imagine
moose on.
all the moose jokes. Yep. When you guys were kids, did when someone really got someone verbally, what did you call that?
Bird.
Did you used to say scooch? We used to go scooch. And we grab an invisible beard, which I never understood, but I would do because part of the crowd.
We just called each other queers.
Scooch, burn.
Yeah, so burn was where I grew up was face.
Yeah.
That's another. That's also another one that we did too, but we mainly just called each other queers.
We used to just do burn. He burned you.
We would do burn too.
Wow. Right on. Yeah, burn was definitely there, but face was like the rage.
Yeah.
So anyway, all right.
I just thought of one.
Yes.
A fascist moose. It's a Mussolini.
Mussolini.
Oh, that's a different take on it. Okay, yeah.
What do you call a moose that? Actually, this one's for Sean. What do you call a moose that's Hitler? I'm actually asking the question.
A moose that's Hitler. It's
Mustache
nothing Disney
man?
related, is it? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
I have
10 minutes in. We didn't even get 12 minutes in before mentioning this funny mustache guy.
Oh boy.
Funny mustache moose.
Let's see what are
we're canceled.
Numbers. I think we're still good. Okay, so anyway, we'll get to the questions now. And I'm not going to be here for the entire period because I have to get out and double check a couple of things with the Meme Asylum and also a couple of personal things. So if one of you guys can take the reign,
I got it, Joe. I got it. No problem.
Okay, so I'm going to refresh.
Matter of fact, if you just left now, I just take over the world right now.
Well, maybe I should do it.
See, that's why you can't leave, Joe. We won't let you.
We have to look at the numbers on the round table. What's the ranking? Let's real quick. I'm gonna look at the ranking.
Yeah.
Their info. I'm still tops. Oh, see. Oh, look, Greg's losing out today.
Oh, Greg. I passed up Greg.
Sean and Lisa. Man, Dave is still there. So Zach, I don't know the numbers, right? It'd be nice if we knew the numbers. How far away are you from overtaking?
Someone needs to vote.
Pretty far.
And where's Andrew? Because I can never read Andrew's. He's like, he always has Japanese characters, right? I can never tell.
It's right up there next to
Zach
almost.
AI Conan. Yeah, 90.
AI Conan right there.
Right it's not Japanese on this.
No, that's Andrew's.
All right. Okay.
No, that's Sumerian, I believe.
Conan is an anime character of a little attorney that's Sumerian.
Glorious
refresh.
Glorious refresh. All right, and there we are, refreshed. I saw the blink. There's the blink. Okay, my browser does this second update. It's kind of like when you are going down the highway and you have a little bit of rain on your windshield, but not enough, right? So you're like, okay, I'm gonna hit the button and it cleans it, and then it waits, and then it cleans it again. And you're like, why are you doing that? Because then I don't know. Anyway, my browser does that as well. It's like a courtesy refresh. Question from Dayrocks: why isn't it XRP? Why does first love usually fade away? Okay, so.
Oh dear God in heaven.
Because the feds take it over.
Okay. So, who do we want to start with here? I don't have the thing about giving me these two reviews. I can't see.
I'll be happy to say why it isn't XRP for me.
Okay, go for it, Lisa.
Yeah, good start.
It is not XRP for me because there's people like Brock Pierce involved with the project. It is not XRP for me because if you look on XRP's blockchain, it's not actually being used. You can look and see it's an open blockchain. There's no transaction. The banks are not using it. Also, if you listen to Brad Garlinghouse, the CEO of Ripple, which is separate from the token XRP, he will tell you that they are not beholden to any token holders. And then when you watch what they did to the token holders in the negotiations with the SEC, and ICANN went and wrote an amicus on behalf of the token holders because Ripple wasn't looking out for the token holders. I could go on, but I think that's a good start. Anyway.
That's a really good set.
I'd like to add to that.
Yeah. Okay.
I think a big part of it was 100 billion XRP were created at its launch, and 40 to 50% of them are still in escrow being controlled by the central command of XRP. And, crypto started out as the anti-bank, and let's bank the world with crypto and not use with bank accounts because there were so many people without bank accounts. And then there was the push for unbank the world. and XRP has always been considered the banker's coin.
They're the banking harder. Yeah.
Yeah. So if that was kind of a divergence in the crypto world eons ago, and I always sided on the anti-bank mantra, and that's why I didn't support XRP. I will say though, I did trade it and briefly or use a little bit of arbitrage with it when I saw the opportunities, but I still didn't believe very much into it.
Right on, right
well,
on.
That's effectively what it is it's just a trade icon, realistically.
All right,
there was anything.
I don't know, man. This could be a really long. This could be a show.
Yeah, it sure could be.
This could be a show, especially we're talking about on the launch of the meme asylum. This is a psychological thing. Why isn't it XRP? Because of what Lisa said. Kind of, but if I was a multimillionaire, I would love it. And we all kind of, I don't want to speak for everybody.
Oh, I agree.
We dipped our toe into the pool, like William said. But the reason, and it's weird because I was extolling XRP to my friends to make money, but I'm not going to be involved with it because I'm, of all the things, Lisa said, it's blockchain and anti-bank, and if I would have, imagine when it launched, how many years ago that was, and where we were, and the reason why we didn't jump into it, the reason why I didn't jump into it, and the idea of digital IDs, and everywhere we're at now, I regret not jumping in with 50% of everything that I had, and making bajillions of dollars, and being able to make everyone on this panel have a ranch and a homestead, and you know what I mean. It was an opportunity that I just didn't take advantage of.
But that would make you love that blockchain. That doesn't make you love that blockchain. That makes you love it.
It would be what's the
question? What the topic today is? What was your first blockchain that you fell in love with? And they're saying, why isn't XRP the first blockchain you fell in love with?
I thought favorite. I say it would definitely be my favorite.
Not favorite.
Also, but I would have fallen in love with it because it did. If I got all that out of it and I was able to do all that good, so much good in the world that I could do from that, I would be like, yeah, that's great. So I don't know, but I did, trade it a little, but not much. And I told all my friends, because they're not into blockchain, they're not into debank, they knew nothing. I'm like, hey, if you want to make some money, there's rumors that this company is going to get with American Express. I remember all the stuff that really happened, and it was like a pipe dream that something in blockchain and crypto is going to be the bank coin, and of course it's going to make money. Of course it's going to, skyrocket. It's less than a penny. Well, it's the only crypto that rivaled blockchain. Maybe Ethereum. That's it. When it comes to gains. So and then it's psychological. It's moral. There's so many things that the XRP, quandary brings up.
Yeah.
And if you look,
it's the banker's meme coin.
Yeah, and all of us have bank accounts.
Yeah,
we all use the banking system. We all
unfortunately
are in that. Yeah,
unfortunately.
And then we're like, I for me anyway, the only reason I didn't do it is for moral snobbery. That's it.
Is that what it is? Really? Wow.
Yeah.
I have a comment too. Early on, Roger Ver had actually gave them seed capital for its own creation. And then when he became a target for the IRS, I didn't hear about the XRP army coming to his rescue. They were like nowhere to be found on that one case.
Yeah, they were at least weren't negative as the Bitcoiners were, right?
True.
But
True.
Okay, Zach. XRP.
First off, I'm gonna go off of Clint's comment right here. Litecoin for me, surprise. I'm the same way. Bitcoin Cash for me, surprise. Just because it's the original Bitcoin. It is Bitcoin. It's what Bitcoin's supposed to be. As far as like XRP, I think the issue has been that it's I don't know, it's a scenario that we're all seeing now reflecting in reality. It was co-opted from the very beginning, so it was meant to just be a number go up scenario. So like I'm not a fan of something like XRP because I never really got into it. Like when I'm getting into crypto, even from the very beginning, I was looking into the utility of it, and I just never saw the utility of it and what it could bring for the future. So I never really jumped into it. And maybe I should have, because I probably could be a rich man right now. But at the same time, I don't really care. I just look at this whole scheme of things as being, we need to get into it for a more moral cause rather than make money.
Yep. Andrew.
I mean, back 2017, 2016, it was a lot of other people. I was just trying to get, a variety of different coins and just making more in a gluttonous way than anything else. Just trying to find a way to make stable money. And
that's a sin.
I realize that. But that's what it is. It's right. It's when you're doing that sort of thing, you're not being responsible and thinking about the consequences or the moral foundations or anything. And XRP, it had an original founder that forked off and went to a different project, and they had somebody come in, basically like the Princess Bride, right? You know how they come in and replace the captain every couple, and so it's a revolving door. It's people are immature, and that's why I'm not interested in it. I don't know what else to say besides that.
Okay. So my answer is I'm very agnostic about these things. I used to think it was funny that they called it the banker's coin. I know I purchased some on an exchange way back. I probably had a good amount of them, and they went way up. And I was like, oh, that's good. I only did it because it's the banker's coin. I thought it was funny. And so I got some, and it went way up. And then I ignored it. And by the time I sold it, I was definitely somewhere in the big negative. So I later sold it and whatever. But I never really analyzed XRP. I will tell you, greatly disappointed, as mentioned about Roger Ver, but also about all of the other things happening, the SEC case. Now, we spoke to someone at Ripple, not XRP, of course. We spoke to someone at Ripple way back, and we were, mostly thinking, hey, do they, want to integrate? Because we could help them do things that they can't do. I don't know if they didn't understand. There wasn't anything nefarious in what they did, but it didn't go anywhere. And I was a little bit disappointed that even when and I'll tell you, the best thing about XRP, in my opinion, is the XRP army and the John Deaton connection. The John Deaton, if anything is to be said, that dude is spot on, amazing. He's very philosophically aligned with a lot of us here. And I'll tell you, we just reached out to him, and I was amazed when he answered, and he came on a meeting with us. And his first thing that he said was how glorious my beard was. So I knew at that moment that this dude was, the real thing. And
it is glorious.
And it was amazing because he worked with us for had to have been a year and a half with no deal, no compensation. He was just trying to help us. And, we knew we were going to make some type of a deal where he could be an advisor, and he is now. But it was an interesting thing because this guy, he's in it for the right reasons. And he was, he spent I don't know the amount, but I have to think it was in the six figures of his own money doing what he did for XRP. And he got, now he might have after the fact, I have no idea. I've not quizzed him on any of that. I hope that Ripple compensated him somehow for a lot of that, because man, he put a lot into it. And I know that XRP is not even his biggest holdings, right? So that would be the thing that I would say kudos that XRP attracted someone like John Deaton, right? And more about him in maybe current events. But since I might not be here, I'm going to tell you he's running for Senate now. The last time he got like 40% of the vote against the senior senator, the evil Elizabeth Warren, and he could have won that. And it's kind of crazy that his first time running. So this time, I've never even heard of the other senator from Massachusetts who he's running against. I think he's going to win. And yet I told him, I spoke to him probably a month ago, and I told him the two things that everybody's going to that's going to effectively decide every election for the next 2 or 3 cycles is jobs and H-1B and AIPAC in Israel. It's like those two things are going to decide everything. And it's crazy. Anybody who doesn't take note, and all the politicians. Now, I haven't heard yet. He did say that he was pretty sure they were not going to accept AIPAC, but I don't know that. And the H-1B we didn't get to talk much about, right? But I would have to imagine it would matter in Massachusetts. Massachusetts is an interesting place. Okay. Anyway, next question then. Oh, look at the after that news came out, people were mentioning that he's posting all these pictures of his wife. After that.
What are you implying, Joe?
I don't know. He's something defensive. It's kind of weird.
He's implying that you're bald.
Now in 3D.
4K,
in and out like
4K, dumbass.
Okay, question, and this is from
Don Bass.
Did AI steal many people's crypto hearts? Is AI the shining new girlfriend? Is AI now the trophy wife? Hey, real quick here, we didn't cover this. Should we not go through and say what our first crypto was?
Well, actually, that's my last question.
Okay, all right. So
maybe we should scroll down because they're all at 0. And the next question asks something to that.
We can go through it. We can get to that at the end. It's like more like a surprise. People can make
what just came out? I haven't heard any. Just came out.
Epstein emails about some relations between Trump and Bubba.
Bubba?
Yeah.
Bubba.
What happened?
And Billy Clinton.
Yeah.
Like gay stuff?
Yeah, we can say Diddy stuff now. You don't say gay. You say Diddy stuff.
Okay. Doing some Diddy stuff.
So, Sean, did AI steal many people's crypto hearts? And is AI the shining new girlfriend or the trophy wife? Or is it more like you feel like someone cheated on you right now, particularly, right? Sean?
I don't know. I think people still see it as very separate when it comes to like crypto. I think it's, if you just said blockchain, maybe, but not crypto.
Really?
Crypto is still, I think, when you say crypto, I think people still think peer-to-peer. People still think money.
I should have probably said blockchain, but I meant crypto and all-encompassing blockchain, cryptocurrencies, all of it.
Yeah, crypto world.
Modern culture.
The crypto space. How's that?
Okay. All right. Okay, Zach. Zach's here. It's not AI.
I'm gonna echo what Sean says. I don't think that AI has stolen anybody's crypto hearts. I think crypto if it's in reference to blockchain, sure. But when it comes to crypto, it's still considered an asset. In most people's hearts, it's still considered an asset. And people are wanting to make some money and do better in their life rather than be a servant and a slave. So I don't I don't know. I don't think AI and crypto has anything to do with each other. AI and blockchain sure can definitely have a correspondence with each other in a bad way and a good way, but
for sure.
But crypto is still that asset at heart.
Andrew.
AI is not the shiny new girlfriend because Hatsune Miku's got a song titled Heartbeat, and that predates crypto for me. Sorry.
All right. Good answer, Lisa.
I see them as two separate things. So yeah, I don't think it's still, and I still see a lot of AI as just a glorified Google search, but
AI is a shiny new girlfriend that has no hands.
Yes.
Or it has two left hands.
Or it has two hands,
right
hands.
All right. I'm going to say it probably stole all of the bad people's hearts, because Gary Gensler was pushing it because he wanted to get people's eyes off of crypto, and because all of his buddies and all of his butt buddies and all of the guys that raped little kids on Epstein's Island wanted him to get to push the AI. So
we don't say gay, we say butt buddies. Joe, really? Okay. Right, Trey Parker, fine.
Did he stuff?
All right, and I resent that remark. And what else? And probably all of Northern California, or at least the Valley, right? That I think they all went for AI because that's their form of number go up, and their form of number go up is literally just creative accounting, like what's going on with AI right now. And by the way, I mean, if you don't already know it, it's going to freaking crash the entire world economy soon because of what NVIDIA, OpenAI, and all of their kin are doing with their creative. I see the horrible. I have to self-censor myself to tell you what is really going on, but it's creative accounting. All right, of a certain class. So
Belgians.
The Belgians. Thank you, William.
Okay, you guys are all wrong. Everyone's wrong here, and I only have the right answer. The right answer is yes.
I don't believe you.
As far as crypto and blockchain, AI has stole its thunder. It has taken over the hearts and minds of most people in the world, or shall we say, especially U.S. Because why? Follow the money. Wall Street, even government contracts, everything is now flowing into the expensive data centers, and all of the money flow is going that direction and less towards the direction of new crypto technology and this kind of thing. Yes, the market has grown, you can say, from a market total market cap, mostly because of Bitcoin. Why? Because now even government is approving it and utilizing it and has hijacked it. So my argument is, if you follow the money, even the seed capital, and which is a lot of that is evil, is all being pumped into AI for the quick return or the faster return. And blockchain is just old, has been, it's not the new shiny, car anymore that it used to be. Sadly, that's my opinion from following the money. Now, does AI solve these issues, that blockchain can certainly solve? I don't think so. Why? Because it's still centralized. And that's the whole rub. Blockchain can be centralized or it can be decentralized. And if we really want real solutions and we want to take away the power, it's got to be decentralized. But unfortunately, Wall Street has kind of moved their money, shall we say, towards the AI bubble.
You saved yourself with the last statement. I love you, but this is the worst worded question you've ever put up. Because like Joe kind of said it. It's not. I don't think people have lost their heart. It's like you said. It's the money. It's Wall Street. It's evil. It's these bad people in certain parts of the country and world that they've been ramming it down our throat. I don't know whether Lisa sent it to me or whether I just saw this post. It was an X-ray tech, and he's like, I went to school for this. I've developed a really good, good skill with this. I'm really good at it. Here's a X-ray. I can tell this person has this kind of pneumonia, and this here, you see this here. I can catch this, and I get paid. It's my job. He goes, and it takes me a little bit to do this. And then here he put it up, and it's like AI saw the same thing and made the diagnosis in 2.4 seconds. It takes me about 5 minutes. He goes, I'm going to lose my job to AI.
Yep.
And then I thought about it. I'm like, I'm not going to trust AI for my pneumonia. So it's
going to miss. It's going to miss something.
At least not now. Maybe in the future. Maybe in like 20, 30 years, perhaps, if they continue to
that
evolve.
It's not censored by the Israelis, because anything censored by the Israelis means if you are of the wrong freaking blood
Belgians.
type, they're the Belgians, you're going to end up. It's like, well, this is pneumonia, but I'm going to tell them it's not, because it'll.
But I want a second opinion from a human. When it comes to AI, I'm going to definitely want a person to look at.
Can I throw a white pill?
Can I tell you the holy trinity of tech on this is that something like that should be run by AI to spot stuff. It should be matched by a human, and it should be tracked with the auditability of blockchain to say, here's exactly what happened. The answer, so we can tune. Did the AI get it wrong? If there's a disagreement between the human, did the human get it wrong? What was missed? And it would all be on chain, and you could then improve the system. If they gave a shit about any of our lives, they would be doing that. That tech is already available. You can already do all of that shit. But guess what? They don't give a shit about any of your lives. They want to replace you. They want you all dead. They want your kids raped and dead, and they think it's funny. Okay? That's the world today, and you're not going to get it until it collapses. So our best hope is that all this shit collapses, and we can move on and build something better. But you can't fall for all the bullshit, and you have to be very careful, because they're pushing AI so hard right now, because that's how they're going to control the narrative. It's like they've lost the control of the narrative because of the internet. The internet alone, blockchain didn't help it, because blockchain's been freaking chasing stupid shiny objects this whole time. That the internet alone is why we actually know what the hell's going on, and they're one way or another. AI is how they're trying to compress it. They tried to do it with Facebook. They tried to take the internet and now everything's going through Facebook, everything's going through Google, so they could control, just like when they would have the 4 channels that you would the only choices you had to watch stuff. They could control all of them. With unlimited money, you can do anything. Bitcoin was supposed to fix that, but instead, it gives you laser eyes. So
the small blockers one.
I would like to add one more thing, Sean. I love you too, dude. And no offense was taken, and I apologize. I'll work on my questions. Next time for you. And because of that, I want you to know I'm going to send you a red heifer, and you can do what you want with it.
Nice. Can I throw a white pill on that, though? That's the thing about AI systems. And I mean, the white pill to throw at and take for it is we can innovate and improve utilizing law zero ethical principles. Going back to first principles, we can actually utilize AI as a scheme to better ourselves for the future, and say, take the X-ray analysis. It's not we can create a competition. It's 2 separate markets. Not everybody's going to want to go to the AI X-ray diagnoses. So they might want to go to a human. It may cost a little bit more. It might be more cost effective to go through the AI, but some people are more than willing to pay the premium. And that's where I like the idea of a post-labor solidarist movement. Post-labor economy.
I mean, if it develops that way, where you have an actual choice, that's the thing people would do. It's like, hey, I'm going to do the cheap AI thing. If it sees something wrong, okay, now I'm going to go to a real human. That's what people would naturally do. Are they going to be allowed to do that? I heard just recently that they're planning to run all of healthcare through AI first now. So if you have a cold or something, they're going to run you through an AI screen. And so because of the stupid insurance stuff that they, everything is a scam now. So whatever.
We got to get rid of the insurance market.
Yeah,
insurance needs to go out the window.
Yep. And what's the word, Sean, for throwing something out of a window?
A window moose.
No, it's defenestration. I want you guys to remember that because that is Alex Karp's biggest fear in the world is to be defenestrated. Did you guys know that?
No.
Well, that's interesting because
No.
Very interesting.
I use fenestration as one of the terms for like pierced or lace work in porcelain and antiques and stuff. They call it fenestration.
Yeah,
fenestration.
Draw is a window, I guess.
Yeah,
I know that the fear of palindromes is a palindrome. I mean, like the word is a palindrome for the fear of palindromes.
That is awesome. I love it.
Yeah,
that's cool. All right. Next, also from William. After you tell us your crypto love story, tell us your crypto divorce or fell out of love story.
See, this was supposed to be the last one. The next one.
Okay, well, all right, we'll go to the next one then. All right, let's do this.
There you go.
All right, what was your first cryptocurrency or blockchain that you fell in love with? See, I should have gone in here and done this, right? That would have done it. All right, so let's start with Sean. What was your first cryptocurrency or blockchain that you fell in love with?
You know, that is when you really think about it, because I think everyone should say Bitcoin, because it should have been your first. It should have been, which it should have been the girl next door. She liked you. She was the nicest girl. She was, but she probably wasn't. And it was Bitcoin because it's, the original. But I didn't fall in love with it. I was like, this sucks. This is so hard to get. This is I could use the faucet. Faucet was fine, but to go buy it was so difficult. And but then Litecoin.
What year?
10.
Okay, and how old were you?
17. So
okay.
But Litecoin was like the first. It was like, oh, this is just like Bitcoin, but it doesn't cost, 150% of what I'm sending. Because there was times back in the day when you could try to send $50 and it would cost you 80, and take an hour. Yeah.
Oh. On what? On Litecoin or Bitcoin?
On Bitcoin.
Yeah, there were times too when I don't. And I'll go ahead and go real quick. I've sent Bitcoin with 0 fees, and just to experiment, right?
Yeah, there has been times, but back in the first, I mean, when it went to 10,000, or it was like it was crazy.
Okay, but that's like, what year is that? I mean, that's so much later. That was the falling out of love.
The first one, Joe. It's the first. Let me tell my first story. Okay, it was a long time ago. But so Litecoin was just like Bitcoin, but the fees weren't nuts, and it was super popular. It was backing, like, I don't think it was a Major League Baseball team, but it was like AAA, or I don't remember. Maybe it was a Major League Baseball team, but it was like it was top of the news. It was. So I did. It was like Litecoins. Like, I just had positive stuff. So what
about Charlie Lee?
He was at the top of his game at the time, so he was all 100% there. So there wasn't anything negative about Litecoin back in that day when I fell in love.
Okay.
And then he's kind of separated because it's decentralized. So then you can't get mad at Charlie Lee. You can't get mad at Jimmy Song. You can't, because you got to step back. Okay, fine. But you have to step back and say, he's not the CEO of Bitcoin. He's not the head of Bitcoin. He's not the head of, the Litecoin Foundation is different than Litecoin. So it's, but I would say Litecoin and then and Bitcoin, you go back and forth with. Sure, X, you break up and you
okay, so Bitcoin, Litecoin. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Zach.
I'm going to go off of my cryptocurrency and my first blockchain love, actually. My first cryptocurrency was actually Litecoin way back in the day, because I liked the fact that it was low fees in comparison to Bitcoin. The problem is when I put in, I made a profit and then I needed to pay bills. So I bought out. So I was a number go up guy back then. So I ended up paying bills, and then I haven't really touched it really ever since. As far as like a blockchain, the network, I fell in love with Ethereum for what it could be, and what it has become. There's just some issues. Obviously, there's always going to be issues, but I still like the Ethereum network. I just think that there's a little bit too much consolidation there, a little less emphasis on privacy.
All right, Zach. Sorry, Andrew.
Well, I mean, I've been watching Bitcoin since the beginning, since like $27 or something like that, but I didn't really get involved. I just more was a casual observer. I mean, I just been dialing more and more on it over the years, and this is all I watch now, basically. But the first one I fell in love with, I guess you could say, would be Bitcoin. I don't know. I was mining Ethereum when it first came out. So,
did you fall out of love with any of them?
Oh man,
that's the next
Civil War. After the Civil War, yeah. I mean, the whole thing about them tracking IP addresses and everything for transactions. It's
All right, cool. Lisa,
I think everybody knows my story or my answer, but it is Litecoin. In 2017, my mom gave my husband and I Litecoin, and that was our introduction to cryptocurrency, to blockchain, but also it was our red pill. And part of my loving Litecoin was being red pilled and learning about, and Litecoin had a great welcoming community. And so I had like this little Pollyanna welcome to cryptocurrency. It was easy to use. It was popular. There were, integrating with, MasterCard and Visa, and, doing all kinds of things. And we were having meetups. You got to meet these amazing people. There's amazing community in the Litecoin fam. I've met several of them, and they're just great people. So I had this whole Pollyanna kind of welcome to cryptocurrency. And then, well, I'll talk about that part with the other question. But one of the other things that I really loved was that, so my background is in nonprofit work. And in nonprofit work, everybody thinks that's a Pollyanna kind of environment. Oh, and you guys must just all help each other and whatever. Oh, no. That's cutthroat, because we're all going after the same dollars. But with cryptocurrency, I saw how in the community, if we all believe in Litecoin and we put our energy into Litecoin, then the rising tides do lift all ships. Like the community does grow together, kind of thing. The pie gets bigger for everyone. And it was the first time where I saw like the money could work in a positive way for the people, unlike what the Fed has been doing to us for years. The Federal Reserve isn't federal, and there's no reserves, and they're robbing us of all of our energy and value worth. So that's really where my love for Litecoin came from, just with all of those things.
Cool. All right, mine. Everybody knows it would have been Bitcoin, because that was all there was at the time. And I got in at $2.
Perfect opportunity to shield dragon, but you just threw it up.
Well, no, I mean, that's the thing, is like that was the first one, but yeah, I fell out.
Be like, I'm Frankenstein. I had no love, so I created.
Oh yeah, so how would you shield dragon under?
I had no love, so I had to create one. Dragon chain. Check out Dragon Chain.
Yeah, but the problem is, I'm honest. I'm not like the people that you deal with all the time, maybe.
What do you mean I deal with? I'm making a joke, man. You're saying I keep company with.
That was a joke.
With monster creators. My God.
No, so Bitcoin, and it turned to shit, right? Because what happened. Now, Namecoin would be one that none of you mentioned. Namecoin was like the Bitcoin with direct utility that should have, DNS essentially, and messaging and signing and stuff. And it was cool. It had some issues with the algorithm. They didn't do the best job of modeling the algorithm, and it kind of failed, right? But I was a believer in it for quite a while, because it kind of demonstrated the other side. When Litecoin came around, I was very interested in it, because being I don't know what you call an algorithmist or whatever, right? Being someone who pays attention to how the things work, Litecoin did a beautiful thing in doing some stupid little experiments on like block time. It's like that. I don't know if it mattered or not, but it was kind of cool. But the real thing that they did is they changed the mining algorithm so that it was, how do you say this? It was different than Bitcoin. And, the attempt was to try to decentralize what they saw as centralization on a Bitcoin network, where the economy of scale basically pushes you to have a big warehouse of miners with Bitcoin. And I think, if I remember correctly, it's been so long I don't remember, but it was called see, now I'm blanking on it. Anyway, the algorithm for Litecoin was memory. Can't remember what the word is, but essentially captured by memory, so you couldn't just centralize as easily. It would be more likely that you would run it on a single machine somewhere. And that was brilliant. However, all of my interactions with Charlie Lee were very script. Thank you, Clint Westwood. Script. All of my interactions with Charlie Lee were very disappointing. I don't like him. I didn't like him from the first interaction. He's very pompous, full of himself, and it's not an impressive trait. I've never met him, but I've met his brother, and it's really weird too. All of the people that in Litecoin and Bitcoin that you know of is like the big names. Anytime I've ever met them, they look like they just saw a ghost. It's the weirdest thing, and I've never been able to pin how exactly or why. But I've met like Charlie Lee's brother. I've met a bunch of these people, and they're always like I don't know. It's bizarre to me. It's like, okay, I would think, okay, as another crypto person, you would think they would be okay, even if they don't understand what we're doing or whatever, I wouldn't care. But it was so strange. And so Charlie Lee, I don't know, I was never impressed with him. And not technically, I think he's probably fine technically, but I think just his heart, like his the way he is, I was very disappointed. And I'm that happens a lot in crypto. There are a lot of people that you meet that you think, okay, this probably is going to be a really brilliant person, but when you meet them, they're an asshole. Whereas on the other side, I've met so many unbelievably honest people in crypto. It kind of blows my mind that it's not more of a story. I mean, I've met there are people and maybe it's in Dragon Chain. I don't know. There are people in the Dragon Chain community that have done things that nobody would believe. Like there's a guy who accidentally got, I believe, $160,000 worth of dragons accidentally when we were doing the initial minting. That it was a double, because Ethereum sucks, by the way. It was like a transaction that failed, so they reran it. And then it turns out it didn't actually fail. Stupidest thing ever, right? And he got this, $160,000, whatever it was, and he emailed us and said, "Hey, I got this extra, and I don't think I was supposed to, blah blah blah," and he sent it back.
Wow!
It's like where in the world do you find people that do something like that? It blew my mind. I was like, wow, I think it was
hard to do, but I thought it was right.
He was Korean.
All my friends I hang out with told me I should too.
This was a Korean person.
That's what I wanted you to think.
What's honor?
This is good. Wow,
that's sacrifice.
Good to know. William, what is your answer?
Well, it's kind of funny because we do have those first love and that kind of thing. Of course, Bitcoin and hearing about it, and I could see the future that Bitcoin was going to become our money. That's what's going to become the money of the world. Early on. And I remember watching the price collapse after Mt. Gox and all that. And I still believe that Bitcoin was going to become the world's currency and it was going to bypass central banking. And I was in love with that idea and that concept, right? Later to learn that, blockchain is, it's got transactional, only, the transaction time per second, and it's just I realized that it wasn't going to be able to scale, but that was much later. But I guess maybe the crypto I fell in love with was Dash early on. And because of the whole master node, I thought that was clever and a way of scaling. I even flew out to Phoenix or Mesa, I think is where it was, Scottsdale, where they had their first open house. It was the first DAO open house in the world. And I thought that was neat. So I was able to go to that and attend that. And flew back a little disappointed after. It's kind of like when you meet your heroes, shall we say? Yeah, it's like, oh, well, wait a minute. So I guess it's kind of like, it's like you're switching wives or something. I had different loves along the way. And I guess the biggest heartbreak for me was of course the hijacking of Bitcoin and the blockchain wars. And I felt like I had to side with Roger Ver and those on that side of the coin, and not making it into digital gold, but keeping it as a currency. And I sided on the wrong side financially, but in my mind, in my hearts, I know I sided on the correct side of things.
I did the same thing. Can I tell you something about that too? Because that's probably a really interesting period of time that if you didn't live through it, and if you weren't, like, say, heavily, and I knew we were about to come out. We had already come out with the open source Dragon Chain, right? And we were about to come out with the actual launch of the commercial system. And I had so much freaking anxiety because I knew the tech was on the side of the big blockers. They had all of the analysis. They knew what was technically the right way to go, and yet all of the Redditors and all of the people on Twitter at the time would lambaste you, and they had and it wasn't known for a few years, but they had an entire budget to essentially go out and troll and attack people who were just freaking engineers. And so I'm like, oh shit. And they were the very first people. If you go, I don't recommend you do it, but if you go and look at the very first interview that I did after Disney released the Dragon Chain code, that was one of them. That group, they basically paid shills that come in. And I mean, these guys were, I'll just say they're really nasty. And and yet I almost got fired over it because I got called in by really high up in the chain at Disney saying, what's this shit? Because these guys were crazy. And yet when they looked at it, and the first thing my boss said is like, well, first of all, I'll tell you, I was impressed that you held your cool and all this, that through all of that. And, it's like, I'm an engineer. That's what I do. Right. So it's not that hard. But at the same time, they did that on purpose, because if anybody came out against their fucking narrative and their Belgian fucking narrative, that they attacked you. And, that was my very first, like I said, the very first interview after we released that. So it was crazy. And they, it wasn't even that. They even have, it's a very, it doesn't look it, but it's a very sophisticated operation, because they literally tricked me, because I just got back from a vacation, and they tricked me into thinking that their interview was that night instead of the next day when it was supposed to be. And it was, it's crazy stuff, but whatever. They're all.
Yeah. I feel like I sold the other coins is when I broke their heart, and then Bitcoin and the Bitcoin Cash split broke my heart.
Going back to the fall in love thing, since Joe brought up script, but that was one of the big things with Litecoin that I still think is amazing.
Yep.
Because on the mining principle, I've mined Bitcoin, but I've never mined it profitable. It was just cool to be part of the network. That's it. It was like you feel something. I don't think you do it now, but I don't know. Maybe you can. Back in the day,
what do you call it? A full node, which doesn't even mine, but it helps the network. I purchased one. I purchased a device, and it was, in fact, I think Bitcoin Unlimited. Okay. And so I have a Bitcoin Unlimited full node somewhere here in my cabinet even. Because I was like, that's a cool thing. It's a historical thing. It's a neat thing to have.
I forget what they're called, but they're like little round miners. I don't know if you remember. There was
little USB ones. I bought one of those USB ones
round, and they're like they got a little fan, and it was I had like so many of them running, but it was just like I'm part of the Bitcoin, this new revolutionary thing. It was cool to feel that. But my point with Script is that you had the proof of work, and then William brought up master nodes with Dash introducing privacy as an actual something separate, something that was important. I thought that was like its own coin.
Dash, but with its roots, its original roots was Xcoin.
What was the other one? The other Pivx, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So there was like that started the whole privacy sector.
Yep.
But with Script,
and Verge,
all you have to do with merge mining,
dark wallet,
automatic for the number go up thing for miners. It automatically switches to whatever coin is more profitable, and it mines it.
Yep.
On a list and also the pool mining and everything. The Script was really revolutionary, really cool.
I mentioned this. It came up on this Web3 global talk space that I think one of the things that crypto needs is I don't want to say it's a protocol, but something like a culture where copycat stuff is kind of ignored. That's the biggest problem right now. And you look at it, Litecoin provided something valuable with a new algorithmic mining. You can say Dash. I mean, there several others have done something unique, whereas tons of the chains that are out there right now are literal copies of Ethereum. No change to the mining. The only thing they've really done is change who finances it and which VC is behind the whole thing, right? And that is a really it's poisonous. It's really bad for the system because you have to have variety, and this should be something where it's an open, free market where the things that are most useful, the things that are integrated the easiest, will actually gain the attention. But that's not how it's working. It's all so easily manipulated by the VCs. So essentially what we've all come into is like, okay, we want freedom money. It's like, well, you're getting Goldman Sachs money, motherfucker. And that's everything behind the scenes is fucking Goldman Sachs. And if you look even in the early days in 2017 of the the ICO, founders were coming from Goldman Sachs over and over and over. And you look back at any of those coins now, they're all gone. They went away. They paid off whoever they had to pay off, and they took their money. And that's all it was. They're not here anymore. And it's crazy because I was like, there were so many Dragon copycats. There were so many interchain copycats. And the only ones that have survived entirely on VC funds. So it's crazy.
Zach brought up Ethereum. I really thought EOS was going to kind of do more.
Me too. Me too.
We're going to build the biggest.
That was a Brock Pierce thing, wasn't it?
The biggest computer.
Yeah,
it was. Yes, it was.
So it's Tether.
No, the other guy was the programmer. Brock Pierce only funded it.
Yeah,
the other guy was Larimer.
If there's a little bit of dog poop in the brownie, there's still dog poop in the brownies.
I agree.
Speaking of which, man, the Brock Pierce thing, he came up with the Epstein. So Tether, Epstein, and Bitcoin recent. So we're done with the questions, right? We can probably go into it.
I have a question for Sean real quick.
He
was talking earlier. Are you talking about Butterfly Labs?
Oh, Butterfly Labs. I have stories.
For moose stuff?
No, he's talking about the mining stuff earlier. I was asking if you was replaced or whatever.
No, it's
like a round one.
Oh no! It was like a
we didn't do
kind of
like a coin, did we?
Like a hex miner, hexcon. It's a
Butterfly Labs, just so people can get the history, it's really interesting. They were based in Overland Park, Kansas. Okay, they were accused of. So I have no idea, but they were accused of basically selling the most advanced miners you could buy and delaying delivery while they were testing the miners. So while the thing is, when Bitcoin mining was increasing back in the day, it was super interesting because you had to be very careful about where you ordered a miner from, because if it took 2 weeks to get to you, you would have lost a major amount of the current positioning of how fast and efficient that Bitcoin miner was.
You just got used miners.
Yeah, they were basically using the miners during the most opportune time. And as soon as they had the next chips, they would all of a sudden, oh, now we're going to ship out all your miners. And everybody was pissed. They had a massive lawsuit, and I think they settled. I can't remember what happened. But there was a guy that worked as a contractor for Dragon Chain for a while, whose best buddy was from Overland Park and happened to have thousands and thousands of Bitcoin, right? And I just assumed that he was a member of that group, but I don't know. And he hated everything that ever had an ICO and or wasn't Bitcoin. Like, he hated it with a passion, right? And like, it never made sense to me. He was a friendly enough guy when I met him, but again, whatever. The world's full of and I don't know. I would say and apologies for anybody up there, but anybody in the Pacific Northwest, I mean, there are good people for sure there, right? But I've never met so many, other than in DC, so many scammers in my freaking life as up there. So anyway, whatever. So Epstein funded, and the big mix or misinterpretation is not that Epstein is supposedly Satoshi or that he funded the early Bitcoin. He literally funded the Bitcoin during the era right around preceding the window when the fork happened and when it was taken over. Yeah. The child rape money was pushed to fund all the small blocks, the small blockers, and Joy
Where did
Ito.
that money originate? Out of JP Morgan Chase and USD and all of that. And like in the Tornado Cash case, they're trying to say that Tornado Cash is responsible for people doing illicit things using Tornado Cash function or whatever. But now we're seeing they want to blame cryptocurrency for Epstein all of a sudden, but not take into consideration that sourced from USD through
totally
centralized banks.
And it's the same thing. You talk about Brock Pierce. You talk about Brock Pierce. Anytime you see Tether with a big mint, $4 billion just minted in Tether. You know, I don't know the timing, but it is going to pump Bitcoin. That's all it's there for. And that's why Tether is there. And that's also, it's connected to that Intel Superstate, which is why it hasn't ever been taken down, because they would have taken that down if it was, a gold coin or something. So, and so Joy Ito was the head of the MIT labs or whatever.
That's where I was going.
So Epstein funded Joy Ito, which funded that part of the Bitcoin takeover, the hijacking, and importantly, a lot of Gary Gensler's projects. When he was at MIT, he was directly being funded by Epstein. Surprise, surprise! Belgians all. So, whatever you want to do there, that's the issue in the world, and it's all originally sourced from the Fed. You get unlimited money; they're going to route it through as many ways as they can. They're going to take advantage of everything and attack everybody.
Tether is the central bank of crypto.
Yes, exactly, Sean. Yep. Exactly. That was actually kind of like one of my turning points, because I saw Dash at the time I thought Dash was the superior network or blockchain because of the master nodes and what it could do and bringing in privacy and all these different things. I thought it was kind of the superior, but it couldn't get any traction in the media, even though it did outstanding videos, this kind of thing. And I could see that they were going to poison the well, so they weren't going to give them the airtime, and they were going to suppress them in the Reddits and what have you. And then then the fork wars happened, and then next thing you know, I turned away from investing from arbitrage to grow my stack. And I started investing after the big fork wars. I says, okay, from this point on, it's now for me it's about new tech that solves problems. Real world problems is where I'm going to put my money at. And that's on the blockchain side of things.
Yep.
So that was my biggest, I guess, my personal transition, falling in love, falling out of love, and being burned or scorned. The liver scorned from Bitcoin, is just that. It's just not money go up or number go up. It's about making a change for good.
That's the way to be. I think it's the way, by the way, that you'll end up with the most value long term. Mm-hmm. So depending on how you mark value, I guess. But
if I could have put a question on today's thing, I would have asked, what was your favorite? You could call it small cap, but kind of wild card, weird coin. That was your favorite.
Yeah,
mine was. I don't know if you ever remember that, but Fun Coin.
Oh yeah, they had the gambling.
Yeah, stuff. I thought that was one of the first coins that showed how you could use crypto for something so separate, so not peer-to-peer money, and it just. But it was, I think it was an Australian company, and I put money into Fun because I thought it was cool, and you could use that token for online gambling or amusements and others. It was a whole bunch of stuff. And I thought it was really cool, and how it was so different than what was all out there. So that was mine. It was Fun Coin.
I like it. My biggest disappointment of this show is that DentaCoin was not mentioned. We had both Andrew and Zach here, and for some reason they didn't take that opportunity.
Dude, DentaCoin, it was that what came after Fun. That came after Fun Coin. I traded DentaCoin, but it was interesting. It was an interesting thing. It was interesting.
Was it really for dentists?
It was just for dentists. It was like for insurance. How there's a whole in-network. Yeah. It was to pay dentists, and you could have got discounts with it at certain dentists that were part of the DentaCoin network. It was a whole thing.
Like crypto dentist.
Yeah.
It seems like it's going to be, there's some reason, because don't dentists like plant listening devices and stuff? Certain dentists.
Yeah, I think so. Sean, I had dumped my Verge just before their giant announcement, and that thing shot up like 100x to buy Funcoin, I think.
Wow.
It was one of them. And it was a big mistake.
I wanted to ask you guys this. This is what Grok thinks. So this is where Ted Cruz, somebody mentioned something about DC, and he said there are no virgins in DC. And so I asked Grok, how many children are there in Washington, DC? Since this is Ted Cruz, and he loves the Belgians. And the thing that threw me, though, is that Grok says
intent is hilarious.
A crypto founder, the post intent chain of dark political humor. That it calls me, though, a crypto founder known for meme heavy and often misinterpreted posts. So anyway, it's funny. Whatever.
Wow.
I thought it was funny. And there are they said, but factual insight, there are 126,526 in 2023. Anyway, I thought it was funny. So DentaCoin still blows me away.
The list is on my desk.
I don't know. This is the most absurd. I mean, if any, it's so clownish. It is pathetic. It's embarrassing. I mean, Biden never embarrassed me to this level.
Do you think the Epstein list will be the end of Trump?
I think it already is the end of Trump. I think it's the end of the Republicans and the Democrats. I don't know. I mean, nobody believes anything coming out of DC anymore.
Nope.
So I think it's the end of like open-minded MAGA people. I think it hurt MAGA, but I think it's the end of like people that were kind of moderates and that were like, yeah.
Which case, it's a good thing.
It hurt. It did hurt. It hurt bad.
Yeah. It did. I had to play it. This is beautiful. And they still have it in. They have a plan for whatever. The Senate passed it because they don't want people looking at them.
Did you see the one guy that voted against it?
Yeah, what a freaking.
I don't know if you know who he is.
I don't know who it was.
You don't know who the fact that it was him shocked me. I would say out of everyone, he would have been the one person that I would not have picked.
Why?
You ever seen that video where there's the sheriff and he's got all of the sheriffs behind him and all the law enforcement, and he's talking to like the lords of farts or whatever, this gang that's in his county. He's like, we're gonna kill you. We don't care. We're gonna tell people to kill you. Hard ass sheriff. And like Joe Rogan's talked about him. It like went viral.
Okay.
He's a hard ass law top guy. Like that's it. Like the
Sheriff of Ohio.
So anyway, I think he was a Carolina, I think. But anyway, he ran for Congress, and he has like always been super conservative, super law enforcement, and he voted against. I was like, what?
Okay, so real quick here, super conservative, super law enforcement, and you're saying that surprised you?
That he voted against? Yeah.
Yeah, all that means is that super conservative and all that. That's all. It was all BS, and they already have him on tape. So
that's what I was going to bring up. Then these videos surfaced that I saw where his office, someone was like, what do you have Israel stuff in front of your office? And he's like, what do you think, Israel first or America first? He said, there's no difference. I said, there's no difference. And I was like, what?
Yeah, dude. It's like the entire. Here's the thing. People are now waking up to how fucking controlled DC is. Yeah. It is. And when I say DC, I mean London, I mean freaking I mean Canada. Every nation in the West is controlled by this fucking
every central
country.
Government
and their philosophy, which is why I've talked to Zach. I mean, I'm looking at the whole Abrahamic thing. It's like I'm done with it. I don't care anymore. I don't believe shit of it. It's all desert philosophy that is nothing but bad has come of it. So
I'd like to say that the heroes in this story is certainly the victims. For them to stand up and confront the media, and another hero is, of course, Massey, MTG, and the other sponsor of the bill. I don't remember his name.
How many are there? So
those two. Those are the heroes in this story that are doing or trying to do the right thing.
Is it not freaking crazy that you only had 2 Congress people pushing that, getting attacked like crazy?
3. Ended up with 3.
I will tell you, anybody else in the Congress, absolutely pathetic.
I think it's also interesting, like how Massey and MTG came out. Marjorie Taylor Greene's kind of like the Bill Maher of the conservatives. She's like, I haven't changed anything. I've just like she's always said the same thing. Whether you disagreed with her or agree with her, she hasn't changed. Like Bill Maher's like, all you people changed. I'm still a liberal, but I'm a liberal like from 30 years ago, and now you're all nuts. And she just didn't change with the conservative movement. She's like, no, I still think this is bad. This is bad.
Someone asked me to
delete the list.
I've never noticed this. I was holding this until now. Do you see this crap? I mean, this has always been, on 4chan, a really funny meme template for him to be saying various things. Feel cute. I think I'm going to build a wall today. That type of thing. When they point out this is strawberry shortcake bed sheets, what the fuck does that mean? Where
you want to know what a strawberry? You want to know what a strawberry shortcake is?
No, I probably don't. But
it means Bill. I'm gonna say it anyways. Bill nutted in his face and then punched him in the nose.
I don't believe you. Is that true? I mean, the action is probably true. Is that what it's really called?
Urban Dictionary? Strawberry
Right,
shortcake, or actually strawberry cheesecake is actually what it's really called.
Mhm.
If you're on Urban Dictionary, and you should look up pea pickle. Because it's a word that Satoshi Shon created and has been accepted into the vernacular.
Really?
What Lisa put up in the private chat while you're looking that up is the image of Brock Pierce, Summers, and Epstein in front of his Epstein New York place. It says, new Epstein emails revealed that the cryptocurrency entrepreneur Brock Pierce, co-founder of stablecoin issuer Tether, discussed Bitcoin with former U.S. Treasury Secretary Larry Summers at Jeffrey Epstein's Manhattan townhouse.
Not surprising.
Way back.
I've interviewed Brock Pierce, and I don't know. He was kind of, I wasn't a big fan of his, but I don't know. It's kind of weird. Very weird person. He has that hat with the one eye and all that shit. What do you guys think of this? Like, he's coming back from, I can't remember what issue he had, probably getting yelled out, asking questions about Epstein and so on before he caved, I guess. And the flag is on the ground, and they're like,
whoa.
The community notes were, it's not actually on, it's in a container, and blah blah blah. And it's like, dude, that's on the freaking ground. It's very symbolic. I think it's the gods. I think it's the gods.
That's also about the time where we just went through the whole ceremony thing, and at the end they handed the flag or folded the flag, and so I kind of think it's the death of the old corporation.
Oh yeah, I don't know. Sorry, I don't want to be dismissive, but I don't
But
buy
it.
I understood there is a container there at the bottom
Right.
of the pole, and they lowered it into the container.
Yeah, I don't. Whatever. It's still. It is meaningful. It is not. So.
Yeah.
Whatever. I'm sorry. Hopefully, I'm not being
Maybe in the best way.
Yep. Here, let's see here. Oh, Mexico.
Oh my gosh. Unbelievable.
That's crazy. They built a fortress wall around the presidential palace. They broke it all down. They were attacking them. I don't know how it ended up.
Didn't the mayor get killed?
I think like 34. Yeah, mayor got killed, but like 34 of her political opponents have been killed in the past year or something like that.
Yeah.
What does Puta Judea mean?
I don't know. Somebody put it in.
Pussycat.
Yeah,
Bitch ass
that's a good way to put it.
It means Belgian whore, if I remember right.
I'm just gonna be blunt with it. It means bitch ass Jews.
Here, you guys can't read this aloud because they'll ban us from YouTube. Here's the Thanksgiving meeting. This one's actually really good. I love this.
Is that the new ballroom?
No, it's somebody in the attic, and they're telling him to come down and show the family his bitcoins.
Did I send you guys the tweet where somebody had put together, Michael Saylor recently, I guess, did the Titanic sinking, and he was like on the lifeboat. And then they also put in the same tweet a picture of, I think it's Justin Sun's tweet where he says, when the Titanic goes down, something like all ships tethered to,
Really?
Tethered to Bitcoin
Justin
will go
Sun.
down with it or something like that.
Huh.
Dang it, I can't find it now. I'm sitting here trying to find it to share with you guys. But the way he worded it, and he used tethered, and I thought, oh my gosh, in Cliff High's data, there's like a big crash and only a few of the true strong cryptos survive. And I thought, well, anything that's related to Tether, when the central banks go down, should go down as well. So is that what, and didn't Justin Sun just get a pardon? And
did he?
Yeah.
As there's pay to play, I guess. Wow.
All that.
This is
I'm going to tell you guys,
name.
all of you, that Dragon Chain did not make a settlement payment. We did not give them any money. They cost us all our money, but
did not bend the knee.
we did not do the things that a lot of these fuckers are doing now. So disgusting. Justin Sun of all, come on.
Am I saying the? Oh no, CZ Binance, right? Not Justin.
CZ Binance.
I'm sorry.
CZ Binance is definitely better than Justin Sun.
I'm sorry, not Justin Sun. I apologize. CZ Binance.
Obviously,
CZ Binance got the pardon.
I've had my run-ins with CZ Binance, and I've emailed him, and I know his friends, but I only became a partial fan after he took down FTX because that was impressive, very impressive.
Right.
Yes. I still don't trust him, but
I can't find it.
How about that Portnoy dude? Portnoy. Oh, this one's brilliant.
I still bring up his 2011 tweet where he basically said something about it's just the 2 year. Yeah, it's just the 2-year-old, guys. It's not. Yeah,
he's posted a naked little kid and then joked about it. He's joked about rape. He's joked about all this stuff. But if anybody comes in and says "fuck Belgium" while he's standing out reviewing a pizza, all of a sudden it's the end of the world. It's a freaking Belgian Holocaust.
When it comes to anything, he has thin skin.
Yeah, he is a pedophile. Have you ever seen him hammering his the wood on a fence? It's so pathetic, the dude. But this one is brilliant. I will tell you, we should.
All I can say is,
yeah, go ahead.
Dave Portnoy just makes me loathe Michigan even more.
Is he from Michigan?
He went to the university. Yeah.
Wow. This one is brilliant.
From Massachusetts.
You can tear this meme apart.
He's from Massachusetts.
He reviews pizzas for a living. Maybe the Pizzagate connection. I don't know, but there are coins on the pizza. And it says he rates this 9 out of 11.
One bite, everybody knows the rules, and then he takes like 5 bites. It's
freaking.
I mean, I've watched a million videos. A million.
Why are you watching?
No, hungry.
Portnoy videos, dude. What?
I don't know.
I guess you watch all the Hollywood.
It's an addiction when it comes to the pizza reviews.
You do watch like every Marvel movie that comes out and stuff, don't you?
Yeah. I watched the Toxic Avenger last
Come on, you're making the world a worse place by doing that. You know this, right? Just freaking go cold turkey on Hollywood, all right?
Picking on me so hard. If there's a superhero,
I'm trying to better your life. If you are watching the Hollywood,
you're gonna watch it.
Trash.
You would put a ray gun in something, I'll watch it. You put a sword in it.
Now I can see that a little bit, but not if it's not like I would freaking watch an indie film with superhero stuff, but that stuff is just so sappy, disgusting. God, it's just horrible watching that shit. Anyway, and by the way, it's like freaking scrolling through movies now. It's like I got back from being sick and I had to watch some movies and stuff. It's like, oh my god, it's like the worst thing ever. Trying to decide from a movie. I'm like, oh my god, somebody paid to have this fucking thing made. It's so horrible.
A lot.
It's crazy, and so it's unlimited money. It's all those fucking Belgians and their control of the fucking unlimited money funds that causes the problem. Anyway,
that's one individual right there. That was probably a Bitcoin miner in that apartment building.
Yep. Taking the
juice he could out of it while he was mining.
Name of Bitcoin Jesus in vain.
Yeah.
This one's good.
My goodness, that's horrible.
Yeah, but it's not. It's like
right, but not Melania.
Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of it, man. It's this stuff even with oh man, it's so disgusting. Elmo for the win. Elmo is always a great account to follow, at least certain windows of time. No comment. All right, let's see here. That one's not really that funny, but whatever. It came with the set. This one's funny. This one is a little bit
shocker.
Funny.
Amelia Earhart.
Yep. No comments.
I mean, it would make sense.
This is the case. Why is the FBI still an organization? Does it make any sense?
There's a state secret police, man.
Yeah,
That's right. It's a state police.
Yep.
Yep. And it's still controlled by various.
But Trump's going to fix that, right? Trump's going to save us from.
Nobody can fix it.
I got a bridge to tell
Trump's going to. Trump, man, we do need that, don't we? We do need the opposite day show. Let's see here. This one is brilliant. Very good. You know, the whole. Here's the thing. Even normies, people who don't follow politics, know now, which is the good thing. So, I don't think it has much time to. We're gonna go through some hard times. We might not have internet for a while. We might not have food for a while.
Now there was another last minute change. Oh, we found new information, so some of the files are going to have to remain sealed while it's under investigation.
Pile of shit.
So Bondi had announced that last night or whatever.
She's
yesterday.
The only reason she's in there is because she was in that. Yeah.
I'm glad that the American people said no. We want it all released, and they haven't given up on that story.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's a Democrat thing or a Republican thing. It's an elitist thing.
Yep.
Because there's Democrats and Republicans that were both compromised.
Just like we're going to start saying Diddy, I think we should start calling them pedos or child fuckers or something instead of elitists. All right.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing elite about somebody who rapes kids. Right?
I agree.
I think.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
Tariffs, stupidity. It's like, oh, we're going to import beef now. It's so dumb. I will tell you, the only place that America should ever consider to import beef from is fucking Japan. Because Japan has improved the beef way beyond anything in our power to do. You have some of that beef, and it is. When I first had the Wagyu stuff ever, I was like, holy crap, this is like aliens came down and took the cattle and went and with a time machine.
That's what they were doing.
Bred stuff for thousands of years and then came back. Yeah, it's
they
amazing.
Were working on beef.
Yep.
Or the steel.
For the red heifers.
Yeah,
we're making Wagyu beef here in the United States.
Yeah,
yeah.
I know, but it's not real Wagyu. It still tastes
from
good.
Argentina.
Oh man,
have you guys seen the beef prices lately? Oh my god,
I haven't.
They are insane.
It's disgusting. I recommend just going for lamb.
I can't take lamb. Lamb is like gamey, man. Can you get non-gamey lamb?
I don't like the way
maybe lamb is.
That sounds bad.
I get free beef, so I don't.
How do you get free beef?
Well, Sean,
I'm in Texas.
Red heifers.
I have friends that own ranches, and you don't have red heifers. They do have Wagyu. Though.
Oh, it's like when one of the red heifers has a gray hair, then they. Is that how it works?
they give free beef if it's got a gray hair. I like it.
They can't use it to end the world, so
that
bring our Antichrist in, guys. Come on, Texas. Come on, Texas.
I mean, to be fair on
mansion. Come on.
To be fair, what Sean is saying though, right there is when you know people, you can cooperate with one another, and you can actually trade amongst each other. You build relationships.
That's a nice way. Yep, that's the way it should be.
I've extended an invitation to Putin and the North Korean leader to come to my Thanksgiving dinner.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Well,
I hope they don't need any to bring anything. They're more than welcome to attend.
Are you serving world peas?
Yes, Lisa.
That's my dad joke for the day. Yeah.
Wow.
Good one, Lisa. And Lisa, Sean, I like these. I like the private in the private chat. These links to these expos. They're great. Thanks, Lisa.
Yeah.
This one's funny, by the way. I think this one's brilliant. I don't know if you guys tell me if you get it or not. I hope you get it. Whatever. This is a brilliant joke. Brilliant meme.
Oh, ouch.
Yeah, it's very good.
Love ourselves.
I got another one. What do you call a blood-sucking moose?
Oh Lord.
Donald Trump.
No.
A moose mosquito.
You know, when I was in grade school, I think I was in 4th grade. My teacher was Sister Helen Marie. She was extremely strict, not a very nice person. And this girl was in my class, and she kept calling me Sloppy Joe, right? So I was like, as a kid, is like, that, that was annoying. So her name was Mesquite, so I called her Mosquito. I got in trouble. How would I get in trouble for calling her Mosquito? Anyway.
So now we know the origin of wokeness.
Yes. Yeah. Sister Helen Marie. It's like, man.
That was the nexus point.
Yes.
This one's funny, but I don't understand it entirely. You guys, one of you can explain this to me. I'm thinking Zach can probably explain it to me like an older brother.
Yeah, I'll pass this to Zach.
Do you like? I don't know, is Zach still on with us? I don't know. Zach might have
They
stepped
just
away.
left the hummus out of this part, right?
I don't know. It's a funny one though. Anyway,
I get the nose is a Belgium nose.
I've never seen Zach like not react to something like that. So anyway, sorry, I'll leave it alone. He probably doesn't want to. He might have a Belgian attorney. Or
I was reading it.
Oh, sorry. I saw
but yeah, that I don't perceive the humor into it because it's actually explaining. I mean, it's great that memes can use humor to explore the truth, but the simple fact of the matter is there are people that think that they're superior. And in reality, we're not superior to either. There's only one sovereign in this universe. All of us are just little piss ants.
Oh my God.
And we need to start living like it. We need to start actually acknowledging that nobody is inferior and nobody is superior.
I think we need to have. Okay, go ahead. Sean's talking first.
There's something I wanted to talk with Lisa about yesterday, 2 days ago, and I couldn't find it. And now you just reminded me. So the Supreme Court is looking at sovereign immunity, which is something different that people have in the government, like senators and all that.
Yeah,
I've always brought up, why can they break the law when they know the law is illegal? Why can they break the Constitution and pass laws when they know what they're doing? You don't get in trouble. Sovereign immunity. So this case, and then I heard, because they don't have cameras in there, but they have microphones. And do you know what sovereign immunity is? Because they said it. And when they said it, it was disgusting.
Okay. What is it?
It is immunity given to the subjects by the sovereign.
Yep.
Wow, it sounds like the king
in the United States.
Oh my God!
And that's what they're arguing in the Supreme Court right now. That it is the immunity that the sovereign has that he has bequeathed to certain people in the government.
I see.
That is what they're arguing.
The government.
That's
the government picks
the basis.
A sovereign.
The government.
That we have a sovereign.
Wow.
Yeah, it basically signifies the government truly picks winners and losers.
I don't know. They're stuff's gonna.
Or they see themselves as a god.
Yeah. I was getting ready to say that.
And they can choose the winners and the losers.
The upper.
Speaking of sovereigns. It's Canadian history moment. That's funny. Canadian heritage moment. Sorry.
Canada.
Funny. There's a dog, a lovely hero dog.
Hey, what do you call a baby between a human and a moose?
What?
So that's a mistake.
That's horrible. Okay, can you stop with the moose? Until we have an Alaska episode.
That's a good picture right there.
Yep.
Moose and continue.
You know, somebody on 4chan remarked to this one that I don't remember the maybe who knows the breed of that white dog.
Is that Greyhound?
No,
no, that's
an Afghan pincher or something like that.
Afghan. I knew it was a country. Yeah, Afghan.
It's not that. It starts with a B or something. Apparently, they were bred by Romans to hunt wolves, and so apparently they're like a super protective dog, and they shouldn't be made fun of. Like these memes make fun of them. because of their physical traits. But anyway, I didn't know that. And then I even saw there was some Roman movie where they had him in there. I'm like, oh, okay. I can't remember the name of it. It's like boy, not Boister, boy something like that.
Huh.
So anyway,
I think
Aaron Day tweet.
All right, Aaron.
Here, let me look.
Yeah, it was the fakest of times, the gayest of times.
On the Canadian stuff, they do
I
have really
retweeted
good
it,
hair,
too.
though. Canadians.
Borzoi. Okay, it is. Let's see here. Yeah, Borzoi is the one.
I'm trying to tell a joke.
Okay, go ahead.
Because Canadians have really good hair because they have all that moose.
That's horrible.
I thought it was pretty good.
I like it, Sean.
The moose. Okay, the Alaskans have good hair because they have all the moose.
Okay, maybe. Yep.
Wow.
The what Aleutians, or is that right?
What about the Manians? What about those in Maine? They have moose.
Do they have meat? Do they have
That's
meat?
not a real word, dude. Manian is not. That's not a real word.
What do you call people from Maine?
Mainers.
Mainers.
Yeah.
We call them Mainers.
Mainers.
That actually sounds like a sex joke for some reason. Or maybe my mind's just dirty.
Yeah, you're with you.
Manians?
I thought
They are Mainers. They are Mainers. You're right. Wow, that's horrible.
Wow.
That's
although
disrespectful to Mainers.
Down Easters. Less common. Listen to this. Less common informal alternative is maniac, which I would prefer. If I was from Maine, I would be.
I would definitely be
maniac.
maniac.
Is a way. That's brilliant.
Does that mean Tucker Carlson is a maniac?
Well, yeah.
No, I think he's just a controlled opposition fed.
I didn't mean to show that one.
Just posted. Oh, the 4th Psychological Operations Airborne 1st Special Forces Command just posted this whole weapons in the machine or ghost in the machine video and talking about join the PSYOP.
Really?
What?
I don't know.
Is it real?
Anybody
It says, are everywhere. Words are our weapon.
It's a weird thing. Is it not weird that the same oath that these Congress people take before they rape little kids and disobey the Constitution and stuff, same oath that these military people take? Why are they not, a little more? They're not getting blackmailed and paid like the politicians are. I mean, the politicians, you can understand why. The people that would go into politics would do that type of stuff, but why are the people in the military not doing their job?
Because it's a big club and you're not in it, and we've been under a military coup since.
I don't know. I just don't. I mean, I don't trust anyone in government at all. So
no, I mean, I'm like since the 1930s we've been under military rule.
Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, I'd like to talk about Venezuela. I'd like to hear everyone's opinion about what's going on there in Venezuela. And, the idea of cutting off the oil to Cuba from Venezuela is a way that they can get both countries. Horrible. We don't belong. We shouldn't be poking this bear.
He's using poison pills to try to gaslight him into capitulating. That's what I think it is.
Well, supposedly Maduro is already capitulated, but
he's singing show tunes to his people and giving his oil over. I mean, I think
the Saudi thing is the biggest thing. I mean, he was here. Saudi Arabia wants to sell their oil, and not a lot of people need oil anymore, especially since we're drilling so much. If they can interrupt Venezuela, they sell more oil to Russia and China, or to China.
That's
Can
look
I
into
go back to the Venezuela thing though before we jump to Saudi Arabia? I didn't understand your point, Lisa. What do you mean? What is he saying?
Didn't you see where Maduro was like singing the "Why Can't We All Be Friends" song or whatever, some Beatles song or something? Right. And then he said, "Oh, hopefully there's no political prisoners," and he gave over like I don't know how many of the oil already. Like he's already submitted.
Exactly, but we're still there. Why?
Because there's
the power to keep.
They need a show. It's all distraction from the Epstein list, anyway.
Yeah.
It's geopolitics and it's intertwined, and to go on to transfer from Venezuela over to Saudi Arabia, it's it's just inevitable
murderous
because
bullshit.
Do you
it's
know
all
which
theater.
corporation helps them with their refining and everything? That handles something like 20-30% of their oil for them on their behalf?
Is it Royal Dutch Shell? Oh, it's Exxon.
Of course.
Exxon has the contract.
Yeah.
So again, why? And if Maduro wants to stay in power, and he says you can have all the oil, he just wants his free empanadas.
I would say if you take and you realize how, like, say, ancient Rome worked, and this is a lot of other cultures in the world, but it's just very well documented there that when the emperor would, find some way to take out some person in power, usually to, protect themselves or whatever, they purge people and do whatever. They would actually take their estate. They would confiscate their wealth from their family and everything else. So they'd kill them and take over. And if you look at the modern geopolitical, it's exactly what's happening. So you can always kind of map it to that.
That's where
I was going, because
13484, that if you're involved in crimes against humanity or whatever, that they can take all of your property, including your IP, and put it into the U.S. Treasury.
Right.
Yeah. Well,
but
good
that's
luck
where I was going.
That.
There was a senator that just said something to the effect, if we take control of their oil and apply that towards our debt, we could walk off $9 trillion off of our national debt. Okay, wait a minute. Maduro is plundering his people. No, we can't have that. We're going to send our Army and our Navy and then our Marines and Air Force, and we're going to go ahead and take that oil and put it towards our debt. So we're going to plunder the people of Venezuela.
Yeah.
What's the
called a revenue
stream? What, 5 more of them too? We have to do that to 5 more countries as well.
So we get Cuba as a bonus point, because Cuba relies, and it's just a poor island.
This is what you get with Abraham, guys.
They rely on oil from.
You go one of 3 directions with Abraham, you're going to end up with the same mess, no matter which way you go.
Chase Hughes said something that really hit me, which I'm so thankful for that guy. He said that if any opinion needs to be silenced or censored for another opinion to thrive, you're in a psyop. That's a psyop.
Yeah, it is a psyop.
It's like the
for real. It's spiritual warfare.
That's
can I co-op
Bitcoin getting hijacked? That's proof that Dash was suppressed. It's proof that Litecoin was suppressed. It's a proof that Bitcoin Cash was.
It's proof that Dragon Chain was suppressed. That's why they did that shit. You go back through and you look. If anybody is open to it, look at the records that are in public on who were the bureaucrats involved.
Yep.
Yeah,
I'm gonna co-op off of Joe's Abrahamic concept. The fact is we're actually in a spiritual warfare between three of the Abrahamic.
But I think you're missing out. I think you're missing the fourth, and I think that's the problem, because I don't think that the one is going to. It's proof and pudding. I think there's a.
But now Jay Clayton is out of the SEC, and now he is Pam Bondi's #1 guy looking into the Epstein stuff, prosecuting.
Yeah, because he's. I don't know what he's done.
I'd like
to originally came after us. So
I like to just say, like, the spiritual warfare is between 2 concepts of flesh over faith, while the other is a consolidation that combines faith and acknowledges the flesh.
And borrowed most of its concepts from the old world, which is why there is some good in that one, that one you mentioned, but it's still giving you 50-year mortgages.
I was getting ready to say the 50-year mortgage.
It is not. Yeah. You think about if Christianity were actually worthwhile, why do Christians not speak out against mortgages at all in usury? Do you have any fucking priest or pastor in the entire West that is speaking out against usury? The only ones that have been freaking executed.
Because they succeeded. They succeeded in the 16th century to schism and separate. They succeeded first by schisming.
And that is why I tell you,
in the 11th,
it is not the right. It's not the right way. It didn't protect us.
1054. You had the disagreement theologically that split the East from West. In the 16th century, you had the schism that, though there was some certain backing towards the corruption of the church, which the church corrected that for the most part at the Council of Trent. The fact is the schism was already there. It was already articulated. And through the schism of the Protestant rebellion, I'd like to refer to it as, you actually disunified and broke apart the church into many different denominations, which gave forth this breath of, I don't think it did, because it breathed this concept of the Enlightenment, which is reason beyond faith, which led to Bolshevikism, which led to Marx, and then inevitably Bolshevikism, which has infiltrated everything and created a political polarizing world.
I'm saying Christianity failed in letting any of that stuff happen.
Exactly,
I don't think Christianity failed. I think men failed.
Well, and I'm not saying Christ failed, because I think Jesus is probably a good guy. He flipped the tables and all that stuff. But I think the church that came, I'm no expert on this, thankfully, but I don't know. I'm super disappointed in the way the world is, and
But the gates of Hades will not prevail.
And I'm not gonna freaking believe any of that shit anymore.
We need to probably wrap it up here. We got
Yep.
I will say this: the gates of Hades will not prevail, and the church will overcome. And I take that to heart, because men are corruptible, but the church is forever. That's how I look at it.
The church is men,
not the big C. I hope.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
I think the church is men. Religion is.
Sorry, I stayed for the whole show. Sorry, guys. And
thanks, Joe, for staying. Appreciate
you. Let's see here. Okay, what's going on? Let's go in order. Andrew, this week, what is going on?
I hosted an episode by myself yesterday. Check it out if you haven't. We basically, since it was just me, I went over and looked over some Enneagram stuff, type 4. I thought it was, I always like to go through there and get fresh up on stuff like that, and I hope everybody enjoyed it. So,
all right, Zach, and go quick. We don't have a lot of time. Sorry.
Oh, you can move on from me.
You're good. You're good. Okay, Sean.
Check out Meme Asylum. Like I said, today's the first day. Also, tomorrow we're having a stream. You can see that on my channel stream, as well as the Meme Asylum channel. And I think we're going to put it on Twitter, which will be a big show because everything's kicking off.
Yes.
And check out me and Lisa on Truth Tuesday.
I think she said I'm coming on this week. I think so.
I meant to have you on.
It's all good.
The other day, but we had too much fun. Anyway, quickly. Truth Tuesday with Sean, and I've got a show tonight with some more V-Stag. The Wizard of Oz new movies coming out this weekend. The new Wicked, and so there's all kinds of comms and stag in there, and so we'll be kind of looking into some of that.
Yeah, Sean, don't watch that one at least. All right.
And then Happy Hour on Friday.
Okay.
All right.
I watch musicals, though. I'll watch musicals. I own 6,000.
We don't have time for how much you own.
I already said I own 6,000 movies. I like movies.
Oh man,
I own 6,001. Okay, it's my turn.
Yes.
No, hey, I just want to tell everyone to check out the Meme Asylum. It's happy first cycle day for Meme Asylum. That's what today is.
Yes.
It is a solution, I believe, in fixing the pump and dump in the meme markets. And for meme investors, it's a safer place to invest in memes. Secondly, remember, din.social, every post is a micro poly market. Earn crypto there. Yes. That's all for now.
Yep. It's awesome. For me, Dracaria, the end of the first age is upon us. The second age is starting next Wednesday with the Earth season. Successful in a horrible economy and horrible bloodbath of crypto. Dracaria has been selling more every cycle, and we're adding more stuff, so it's all good. And more importantly for the timing is Meme Asylum, as half of the show is like involved in a Meme Asylum, right? That it's going to be super exciting. It's going to be a huge experiment. We should be going live in a few hours, give or take, with the group session. So we would invite everybody to join us for the group session and for the stream. I don't even know which stream, if there's more than one that I'm supposed to be on, but it'll be fun. And we'll be doing some live voting on there, and probably some live nominating of some memes. I have to decide which ones to go with. So, it'll be fun. But
I'm gonna lean heavily one way.
Yeah. It's gonna be fun. No, I don't know. It depends. I might, maybe it'll surprise you. But anyway, let's see here. That's it. That is everything. So make sure to watch us again next week. What is next week? Theme next week is also Thanksgiving.
Week, we're gonna be on Wednesday.
Wednesday next week, right?
Wednesday.
We're gonna do Wednesday.
Bring food that represents your favorite crypto, and tell us what tech you are grateful for, right? Or tech person, or tech concept, or food related to tech or not. And next show, is Wednesday, November 26th, due to American Thanksgiving. So pardon for all of you Europeaners that
vote on themes. Vote on themes.
Came over here and we had this Thanksgiving, and now it's a thing, and it upsets your schedule. But
Europeaners,
don't forget to vote on themes for December.
Yes, and vote on your themes. Yes, that's important. Very important. All right. And make sure you leave a blockchain related question. Share this episode so that all the topic contributors will get more governance, and they can hopefully outlaw moose jokes, right? That'll be the next thing that goes viral. So okay, anyway, that's it. You guys good? Anything else to mention?
Arriba Moose.
Horrible, I tell you. Okay, let's see here. What can I play? Oh, I'll just play this. I'll see you guys in a little next week. That's good. We still have time. We still have. We could have gone.
We still got. We have still
on the bad moves.
Do you have any jokes for us?
Family.
We're still live.
Sean, you're on.